Hello and welcome to Reality Check. One of our national parties has been accused of paying up to 15 crores per MLA to MLAs of a rival party. Another national party has evacuated its MLAs to a resort in another state while its home state is underwater. Welcome to the free market of Indian politics. Willing buyer, willing seller, ethics be damned. At the heart of this latest controversy are the elections for the Rajya Sabha in Gujarat. Of the 3 seats up for election, the BJP has enough numbers to ensure 2 of its MPs, one of them being contested by Amit Shah, no less. The third seat should have been a safe seat for the Congress and its candidate, its senior leader Ahmed Patel. But 6 Congress MLAs crossed over to the BJP, one of whom is being made to contest against Mr. Patel, triggering panic in the Congress, which is what led them to fly down its remaining MLAs to that resort in Bangalore. This right in the middle of floods across North Gujarat, drawing sharp criticism. But even then, it's going to be a close race for Ahmed Patel. To win a Rajya Sabha seat in Gujarat, it requires 45 MLAs. At the moment, the Congress has 51, add smaller parties and its tally goes to 54. The BJP, after ensuring a win for its candidates Amit Shah and Smriti Irani, has 31 surplus votes. If it can get 14 more MLAs, then they can wrest the seat from the Congress. Now, speaking to the NDTV columnist Swati Chaturvedi, Ahmed Patel said that Amit Shah has a personal grudge against him, which is why they're going all out using the most underhanded means, he says, that he's ever seen in his 40 years of politics to ensure that he loses. Money power, muscle power, you name it, they've deployed it. The Congress also protested outside the BJP headquarters in Ahmedabad and also raised these charges in Parliament, drawing a sharp response from the BJP.
डेमोक्रेसी में जिस पार्टी को बहुमत मिलेगा वही राज्यसभा मेंबर बनेगा, लेकिन हमारे पास 57 वोट्स रहते हुए भी और जीतने के लिए सिर्फ 45 वोट चाहिए। ऐसे में ये लोग खरीद करके लोगों को धमका के, डरा के, इंड्यूस करके, पैसे देके ये जो कोशिशें चल रही है, इसीलिए वो लोग चाहते थे कि किसी सेफ प्लेस में जाए।
इसमें मैं एक ही बात करना चाहता हूं, गुजरात में तो चलो ये आरोप झूठा सही कोई मान सकता है, बेंगलोर में क्यों कमरे में बंद करके रखे हैं?
Joining me tonight to debate this, I'm joined by Manish Tiwari, spokesperson of the Congress, who actually took the Congress complaint to the Election Commission. Joining us representing the BJP, Devesh Thakur from Patna. Aarti Jarat, senior journalist, is here in the studio with us. Professor Jagdeep Chokhar of the Association of Democratic Reforms, which has closely tracked the increasing prevalence towards money power and muscle power in politics, also on the show. Also joining us shortly is going to be Arjun Modwadia, senior Congress leader who I spoke to earlier in Ahmedabad. But Devesh Thakur, if I can just begin by asking you, I mean, these are very serious charges, bribing MLAs with up to 15 crores, even accusations of them being kidnapped. What's going on with the BJP, which claims to take the higher moral ground all the time, claiming it's a party with a difference?
Srinivasan, all these are just baseless allegations with no substantial evidence whatsoever. The Congress is not able to keep its flock together. They are afraid that their MLAs might defect or sell themselves, and they just want to sort of create an atmosphere.
But Devesh Thakur, if I can ask you, if you're saying these are baseless charges, how do you explain the fact that 6 of the Congress's MLAs walked across to you in Gujarat? Was it just because they suddenly discovered their love for Modi ji?
Well, Srinivasan, you are seeing what is happening everywhere. I think their leadership is not inspiring enough. Their leadership does not have that motivation. Wherever their leadership goes, respected Mr. Waghela walked out. When their leadership met Mr. Nitish Kumar walked out.
Right.
So what can you say about that? Every MLA, every person in politics wants to secure his future. Maybe they see that they don't have any future in the Congress.
Tiwari.
So maybe that's why they are walking out. That
Okay.
does not mean that you go on making wild allegations that someone is asking for money and someone is threatening and all that. Why do you have to take all your MLAs to hide in Bangalore?
Manish Tiwari, respond to that.
Srinivasan, the fact remains that democracy is being murdered in Gujarat. It's being massacred in Gujarat as we speak.
Right.
And these are not baseless allegations.
Okay.
In fact, when we represented to the Election Commission,
Yes.
Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad, Mr. Anand Sharma, Abhishek Singhvi, Vivek Tankha and I, we annexed the complaints of MLAs who have given it in writing to the Election Commission
Yes.
that attempts were made to intimidate them, attempts were made to bribe them,
Right.
and not only, it doesn't stop there. You know, the attempts are being made as we speak of trying to intimidate even the family members, and therefore the Election Commission was moved to take prima facie cognizance.
Okay.
They've asked for a report from the state government. And may I go so far as to say
Yes.
that what is happening in Gujarat is that grave electoral offences under the Prevention of Corruption Act, as mandated by various Supreme
But
Court
Manish,
judgments,
yeah.
that even giving allurement to an MLA on the eve of an election amounts
But do
to
you have any
an
evidence
offence
of
under
this?
the Prevention of Corruption Act are
but-
being committed. So
But
therefore,
Manish, do you have? But Manish, do you
of
have
course
any?
that-
Do
that
you
is
have
what
any
we've given to
evidence
the
of
Election
this?
Commission.
Do you have
That-
any concrete evidence of this?
That is exactly what I'm saying. That is exactly what I'm saying. Please read the complaint that we have given to the Election Commission.
Yes.
The testimony of 3 of the MLAs who were approached by BJP functionaries,
Okay.
by state government officials,
Right.
by the district superintendent of police, attempts which were made to intimidate,
but Manish-
intimidate them. They are a part of the complaint
Okay,
which
but
has been
Manish,
given to the
what
Election
about-
Commission.
Okay, but what about the fact that 6 of your MLAs did cross over, inducement or not? Doesn't that speak volumes about your lack of leadership in Gujarat, especially when it comes to such a prestige election?
Srinivasan, that is precisely the point I'm making. That on the eve of a Council of States election,
Okay.
you know, if MLAs are allured to cross over, it's an offence under the Prevention of Corruption Act. Intimidation,
Okay, Devesh Thakur.
coercion,
Fine.
allurement, bribery, you name the tactic,
Okay.
it is being used in order to intimidate
Devesh-
and browbeat elected representatives
Devesh
of the
Thakur.
people. And allow me, because you'll ask me that question,
Yes.
you'll ask me that question that your MLAs are in a resort while Gujarat is reeling under floods.
Yes.
Well, let the Election Commission ensure their safety and security and the safety and security of their family members,
Yes.
and those MLAs will come back.
Devesh Thakur, they claim they have proof. They have testimonies of MLAs who say that they've been offered bribes. To that you would say what?
They have testimonies, they have statements of the MLAs, they have no proof whatsoever, Srinivasa. These are
Right.
again, I would say, they are just allegations. Anyone can make those allegations against anyone. I can always give a letter saying that I have been approached, I have been called, I have been hinted upon to take so much money and so on, and I have been threatened. Anyone
Yeah.
can do that. People do that day and night. There's no, I don't think there's any. Why don't they go to the courts? Why don't they go to the courts and give them if there is a proof, if there's
What
a
is-
record, if there's a recording, go and give them proof.
Okay.
These are just allegations. These are just absolutely baseless allegations with no evidence to support them whatsoever.
May I
Yes, briefly before I, Manish, yes, briefly before I go to the rest of the panel.
may I come back on that?
Yes, briefly
May I come
before we
back
go-
on that, Srinivasan? I
Yes,
think
bri-
whosoever
briefly.
this gentleman is,
Devesh Thakur.
whosoever this gentleman is, has no understanding of electoral law at all. Whatever his name is, he has no understanding
it's
of
Mr.
electoral law
Devesh
at all.
Thakur.
For the simple reason that once an election process has been set in motion, well, I understand that, I've heard that, you know, whenever an election, when an election process has been set in motion, Mr. Srinivasan Jain, it is the Election Commission which under Article 324, which has the authority of superintendence. It is not the courts. If the Election Commission fails to act, then only do you approach the
fair
court.
enough. Let
I
the
think,
Election Commission investigate
Okay,
into
okay,
the
can I just bring in Professor Jagdeep Chokhar?
Let the Election Commission investigate into the matter.
Okay, if I can just bring in Professor Jagdeep Chokhar, I think.
Fair enough, Tiwari ji, fair enough.
Yeah, the
Tiwari
Election
sir.
Commission is
Let the
investigating. They've
let
asked
the
for a
Election
report
Commission
from the
investigate
state
into the matter.
government.
Fair
All right.
enough.
They've asked for a report from the state government.
Okay.
If prima
Fair
facie
enough.
those allegations wouldn't have been found to be
Fair.
true, they wouldn't have asked for a report
Okay,
from the
and
Election
that
Commission.
report by the
Fair
state
enough.
government has been handed over to the Election Commission, and we'll shortly hopefully have an answer as to what they found. Jagdeep Chokhar, what interests me in all of this is that despite the fact that you have
Fair enough.
demonetization,
Fair enough.
you still have
Let's wait for the
such
report to
huge
come then.
amounts of cash in circulation. 15 crores, I mean, if that amount is true per MLA changing hands, suggests, as you know, as something that ADR has pointed out repeatedly, that regardless of what you do, this kind of money power unfortunately continues to corrupt Indian politics?
You see, the reason is you have seen both the major political parties debating right now and yelling at each other. But when it comes to giving Election Commission unambiguous powers to take action, political parties get together and prevent that from happening.
Right.
The problem is that the law is not clear, it is ambiguous. Election Commission has all the powers under Article 324.
Right.
But if the Election Commission starts invoking Article 324 every day,
yes,
it will lose its sanctity. Election Commission has asked for specific powers to countermand elections when there are allegations of bribery, but that has not been given by any government in the last 20 years.
Okay. All right.
So it suits all political parties to keep the law ambiguous.
Right. Aarti Jared, if I can ask you that this is, happening on a day when Nitish Kumar has come out and declared clearly that there is no challenge for Narendra Modi in 2019. So there's no point even getting into that debate. Somewhere along the line is the point that the BJP is making, money or no money, that if you're a Congress politician or you're any other party which is not the BJP, there's really no other choice that you have. You might as well just jump out, desert the sinking ship. If you can earn a little bit of money on the side, that's a bonus. But otherwise, Well,
I mean, this is not the first time we've seen money power being used, in Rajya Sabha elections. So, maybe just the rates have gone up because of inflation.
Right.
But it's not the first time. But, what is interesting is the way the BJP is going about in a very planned and determined manner.
Yes.
To show its dominance in Indian politics.
Right.
And it's very ruthless about it. I mean, they got Nitish Kumar over and now they're breaking the Congress in Gujarat. And
simultaneously, this was happening.
Absolutely. And I think it symbolizes, the kind of ruthlessness in the BJP, the hunger for power, the hunger to dominate, the hunger to, just wipe out all opposition.
Right.
And I think the opposition parties,
are simply not able to
counter that. And they simply don't have that same kind of fire in their belly to fight the BJP.
Right.
And
then
that's why
you're
the
absolutely
BJP
right
is
to say
getting
this is
away
not the
with
first time it's happened before. All parties have done it. I spoke to Arjun Modadia, senior Congress leader in Gujarat a short while ago, and asked him that if the Congress party is so united, what was the reason then to evacuate them and take them away to Gujarat when the state was reeling under floods?
What happened in Gujarat, do you know? When 3 of our MLA have been kidnapped, and one of our MLA, Punaji Gamit, was kidnapped by not less than the district superintendent of police. And who is the DSP at Tapi? Dr. N.K. Amin. He was in jail for almost 8 to 9 years, along with Amit Shah. They both were involved in one murder case.
No, but can I just... Okay, no, these are serious charges you're making. Was a case registered for kidnapping?
Yeah, we have already started legal procedure. We have made press conference. Our MLA have given statement. But to whom we can complain? When DSP himself is involved, and DSP's character is that, he was in jail for 8 to 9 years, and he retired, and the Amit Shah have made him to, reappoint again. After retirement, he is in Tapi district as a district superintendent of police.
Okay,
so
but again,
where we can go? There is no alternative but to move.
No, you're saying that this is the situation. This is why you had to take them to a resort.
The reason is prevalent, and I have already stated, the whole administration is working at the behest of the Amit Shah. They are threatening, they are offering 10 to 15 crores rupees. What happened? That is why we have taken shelter, our MLAs have taken shelter in another states. That is the reason we have already complained.
But again, the same question that I asked Manish Tiwari, do you have proof of these bribes being given to MLAs?
Yeah. Our MLA have given statement that not through DSP, you know, he has been offered, you know, 10 crores rupees, and the DSP has asked our MLA to contact Amit Shah, and you know, in DSP's house,
Okay.
our MLA, you know, ran away
Okay,
in
okay.
the morning, in the midnight,
Okay.
and pick up the bus, and you know the.
Okay. Yeah, okay. All right. Thanks very much indeed, Arjun Morwadia.